Alright, let's start by going back to Scurvy Island.
Where do I find the mint groves?
I have no idea. Maybe speak to Elaine about that venture. We know that this bird likes fish. Let's see what happens when we spice it up a little bit.
That ought to give it some zip. I loaded them with demon pepper.
No, not to your tastes?
This is torn from a portrait of Elaine and me.
Ah, no.
Hi.
Hi.
What do you think of Stan Stanman as a marketing advisor? He's in jail, but maybe he can look at the pamphlet anyway?
That guy could sell fleas to a dog and probably would. Just what we need, actually. Good idea.
I'll go find Stan now.
Thanks. How sweet! You put the painting of us back together again. I think you should keep it.
I will. For now.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
I was bait casting dead stick from a crow's nest with a Guggen called Flambe. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. Inside, it was like walking on soft cheese, with rivers of pea soup that stank like a landlubber's bait box. One false move, and you'd be wearing Jonah's overcoat, a layer of greasy phlegm as thick as day-old pancake batter. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
That was really good, sweetie. You should tell a story to the chum's leadership at the Codswallop Fish Shop.
That's the plan. Now let's go to Terror Island, which seems like a bit of a wasted opportunity as there are a lot of places we can visit, but there's not a whole lot to do here.
It says, warning, you are about to enter a maze of twisty passages, mostly very similar.
Yay, a maze! Although this one isn't actually too bad. Right, let's go this way first.
Looks like someone forgot to pick up their trash.
As you may have guessed, there are several notes that we can pick up in this maze, and each of them has a symbol on them. Let's go through and see what we can find. Now I've worked out, no, maybe my plan has failed me. During my practice run, if I couldn't find anything down one pathway, if I went down the other pathway I found a note, but maybe I'm just confusing myself at the moment. it's a good idea to make a note of these symbols. And there are 5 in total to find. There we go. Okay. Now we need to go back to the entrance.
XYZZY.
Right, we have 5 symbols, and they are not in the order that we found them. So let's start by going this way. There we go.
The pit of agony lies ahead. That's promising. It looks really deep. Okay, here goes. Oh no, the lamp is going out. I should have seen that coming. Water, fire.
Maybe. Right, time to get out again.
XYZZY. That was a close one. I'll have to remember that fire doesn't burn underwater.
Maybe we can find fire that keeps burning underwater. Now, where would we find that?
I'll make this quick. I don't know when LeChuck's coming back. Are you finished with the joke book yet?
Emotionally, yes. It's not that long, and I've read it 16 times already.
Can I have the joke book back?
Then what am I supposed to read?
You said you were finished. You've read it 16 times.
It's boring reading it over and over, but it's better than nothing.
Are you sure I can't have the joke book back?
It's boring reading it over and over, but it's better than nothing.
Alright, maybe we need to find him a new book to read.
Hang in there, Bob.
Still not funny.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
I was bait casting dead stick from a crow's nest with a Guggen called Flambe. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. Inside, it was like walking on soft cheese, with rivers of pea soup that stank like a landlubber's bait box. One false move, and you'd be wearing Jonah's overcoat, a layer of greasy phlegm as thick as day-old pancake batter. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
You weave a story like a wicker placemat with a mosaic of coffee stains.
Is that good?
Tightly woven and useful. The coffee stains give it character. You should tell a story at the Cod's Wallop.
Will do. Thank you for the endorsement.
I'm sure he won't mind if I borrow some demon fire. It looks really deep. Okay, here goes. I don't think I'll get too close. They probably taste delicious.
Oh. I didn't see the eyes and teeth before.
Looking at these ribs is making me hungry. It says, warning, it's a long way... Ow! Oh! 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 Ah! Ow! Oh! Ow! Ow!
Lucky thing you landed on my bed.
Herman Toothrot?
I think so. It's been a while.
Herman Toothrot. Although, isn't he a Marley?
How have you been?
Meh.
Have you been in this cave very long?
Well, not in geologic terms. As a percentage of the total number of years of existence of the cave itself, it would be a small number. On a human scale, however, yes! It all depends on your perspective.
I'm looking for a golden key.
Sounds like something I might have read in a book once. Are you a fictional character?
Not that I'm aware of.
Hold on. That looks very Golden Key-like.
How does a person get out of this place?
Typically, you don't.
Are you freaked out by all the weird screaming in the caves?
Oh, that's me. Just a little light entertainment and well-being work. Primal screaming is very therapeutic. Try it.
Ah! Whew, you're right. Yeah, that feels good.
That wasn't much of a primal scream.
Can I get you anything?
Out would be nice.
We do know one way to get out of this place.
I wouldn't climb that if I were you. The loud scorpions live up that way. Ever since they ate all the giant spiders. Of course, the spiders only came around to eat all the eelworms and megapedes.
So, Herman, I think I'll have a look around.
I'll be here when you finish the grand tour.
Now, if I remember correctly, Herman Toothrot is Elaine's grandfather?
Did this used to be a lamp?
It ran out of oil after I'd been here about 3 days, and then it got a little broken. I've been using it to catch rats.
What are all these scribbles?
My neo-utilitarian manifesto.
The needs of the many may outweigh the needs of the few, but do the few needs of the many outweigh the many needs of the few? How have you been writing this without a lamp?
I haven't. This is all from my first 3 days down here.
Do you catch much with that?
Don't call him that. He doesn't like it. His name is Carl. Carl the Rat Trap.
These are big flat rocks. Couldn't you have made the bed out of something else?
They're the softest rocks I could find.
Make them out of what exactly? There isn't anything else down here.
It's a golden key.
Well, take it.
No touching.
That's a golden key.
Maybe it's mine.
You were hunting for the keys too. That's how you got stuck here.
Is it? I suppose that would make sense.
Let's make a deal for the key.
I'm pretty sure I wanted it for a reason, but a decade or so in a dark cave can do funny things to your memory. So, get me out of here, and then I'll let you have the key.
How do I know I can trust you?
I don't know. How do I know I can trust you?
I don't know. How do I know I can trust you?
I don't know. How do I know I can trust you?
I don't know. How do I know I can trust you?
I don't know. How do I know I can trust you?
Something tells me that this is an indefinite thing.
If you let me have the key, then I'll get you out of the cave.
That sounds good. As long as it's escape first, key afterward.
It needs to be key first, then escape.
It needs to be escape first, then key.
Me having the key is for the greater good.
For the greater good of you, certainly.
It seems like talk is not going to work, so let's try some action.
Just give me the key already.
Now!
Give me the key.
Now!
Oops.
I'm eager to see how you're gonna get us out of here now.
There is one way, but unfortunately I don't know if it works with Herman.
I wish I could see it. So, Herman. Any ideas?
I was hoping you'd have one.
So, Herman. I'm sorry.
Can I have my key back?
No.
That's quite weird. Normally that would trigger some dialogue with Herman. One more time. No, it hasn't. That's quite strange. Oh well. Let's just get out of here then.
XYZZY. Well, that wasn't so hard.
What happened to Mr. Toothrot?
When?
Did you get him out of the cave? How'd you do it?
That's not part of this story.
Oh, okay.
In other words, we didn't. Now, Guybrush, I hope that you do return to release Herman from his dark prison. Otherwise, this is just mean.
Threepwood? Alive? How is that possible?
Someone saw him talking to an old crone on Low Street. I confirmed it myself.
I'm more concerned about the crone than Threepwood. Who is she?
Just some old bag of bones. Don't worry about her. I took care of her.
Excellent.
She did have a key on her. A big, fancy gold one. Do you want it?
No, we don't need the keys. We have a better way. Just put it where Threepwood won't get it.
Like where?
I don't care! Use your imagination!
Yes, Captain.
Now, I have another task for you. You'll need to pick up a few things from our ship on the way.
I will return to the ship eventually. I'm not sure where they've taken Wally, as I have explored there at this point in the game and he's not there. Alright, let's go back to the museum first. Well, now Iron Rose has returned to the ship. It might be worth exploring again soon. Now, we know that even if we do steal this, it's just replaced by a replica. Now let's see what happens when we don't distract these parrots.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Crisp creases.
I'm not sure what I'm waiting for now. I'll just leave the replica flag in its place. Maybe he won't notice the real flag is missing.
You found it like this?
It was over 200 years old. It's the only one on the island. An irreplaceable natural resource. What are we supposed to do with it now? Make toothpicks?
How many people besides yourself even know the location of this tree?
Not many at all. I did tell someone about it just recently, but...
But what? Who was it?
Well, odd coincidence.
Oh dear. Is Guybrush about to face some consequences for his actions?
Hi there.
Hiya. Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
I was bait casting dead stick from a crow's nest with a Guggen called Flambe. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. Inside, it was like walking on soft cheese, with rivers of pea soup that stank like a landlubber's bait box. One false move, and you'd be wearing Jonah's overcoat, a layer of greasy phlegm as thick as day-old pancake batter. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
You assembled the pieces very well. I think they'd appreciate your tales across the way at the fish shop.
Thank you very much. We are heading there almost now.
Aye.
Hey, boy. Got a warning for you.
A warning?
You're in danger. A stocky little ghost lady found me out. She came here and roughed me up. Took away my golden key.
Oh, no. Any idea where she might have taken it?
Don't know. Can't afford to care. I know when I'm beat. I'm giving up on the secret. You ought to get out, too.
Thanks for the warning. Are you okay?
Only my spirit is crushed. Rest of me will heal.
I've got 2 golden keys.
Good for you. But you be careful.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your key.
I hope your luck is better.
See you around, Whitey.
Most likely.
Hold on. No, okay, I thought these graffiti symbols were the same as what we saw in the cave.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going, chums?
You have the confident look of a man with a story in his belly, just squirming to get out. But you really should show us the lure for official chums business. We like ritual in the chums. It's part of the fun.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
And don't be nervous thinking it's a test to see whether you've mastered the art.
Even though that's just what it is.
I was bait casting dead stick from a crow's nest with a Guggen called Flambe. And then, all of a sudden, my ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line breaker, if ever there was one. Inside, it was like walking on soft cheese, with rivers of pea soup that stank like a landlubber's bait box. One false move, and you'd be wearing Jonah's overcoat, a layer of greasy phlegm as thick as day-old pancake batter. Then we stuck an umbrella jig head in the beastie's mouth and reeled it in from the inside.
That was a whopper of a story.
You've clearly learned all there is to learn. I hereby declare you to be a Chum Grand Master. Congratulations.
Wow, thank you. That's a great honor.
What happens now?
I'd like to trade my fish in for some slime heads.
I'll put it on your tab.
Thanks. Is it all right if I take this flag with me?
That would be within your rights as a well-respected chum of the highest order.
Seriously?
Be sure to treat it nice. It doesn't need more holes than it's got already.
Well, that's 2 out of 3.
They were all in on it, but Threepwood was the ringleader. First he's banging me and the other skulls around with a femur, forcing us to sing musical notes against our will. Then he's shouting nonsense like a drunk parrot, and he takes a bite out of a squid's arm. Right after that, that's when the earthquake started.
Still, it could be a coincidence.
You find a shark in your swimming pool, that's not a coincidence.